Episode 332 of the Current Gen Podcast. I'm Tim here with Kyle and Jeff. Thank you, boys, for being here. How are we doing? We doing
Pop,
okay?
pop.
Summertime. We're in the second, kind of like the last stretch of summertime, at least calendar-wise. Maybe not heat-wise. Right now, we're right in the middle of it for the heat, but
Yeah.
summer going okay? Is it? I mean, it doesn't feel like a summer when you're an adult anymore. It's just hotter. You're still doing the same stuff.
Yeah, it's just hot. It's just the hot time of year to me. Yeah.
I'm just sweaty
Just
all the
sweaty.
time.
Yeah, that's something I'm dealing with my kids as they get older, especially my young adult child who is legally an adult, but let's be honest, he's a dependent.
Yeah, come on.
And
Come on now.
yeah, I mean, I was too at that age. It's not an insult to him. In case he listens to this, I'm not insulting you, but certainly still has that mindset of like, yeah, well, it's summer right now. You know, once summer's over, then I'll take steps 1, 2, and 3. You know, towards my
Yeah.
Like, I just that mindset escapes me. Like I just can't think of things in that mindset of like, well, once summer break is done. I
Yeah.
just can't.
What does that even mean?
What break?
Yeah.
What break?
Enjoy it, bud. It's probably your last one ever in all of your life. So
Yeah, there was I forget who made the video. Some comedy group made some little skit about this girl asking everyone to sign their company employee handbook as they
Mhm.
left in May. Like, we'll see you guys in September. Have a great summer. And they're like, we're gonna be here on Monday. Like, this isn't school. Like, it was a whole sketch about this girl's
That's
first
funny.
real life job, thinking that she was off for the summer. No.
Oh,
But I will
sorry.
say it seems like, and this happens a lot of summers, it hasn't been the most amazing like release after release after release type summer for gaming. I gotta tell you, I'm cool with it, man, because I'm going back
Yeah.
and playing some stuff, and I'm whether it's playing more college football a little bit on my PlayStation now, or whether it's playing through Control, which I'll talk about later. I don't know about you guys. I've kind of enjoyed a little bit of I don't have to buy everything feeling every week. Are you in the
Mhm.
same boat?
Yeah,
Totally.
absolutely. I need a little bit of a break. I needed something before the deluge begins. So
For sure. Well, there are some games that are out though, and I know all of us technically have access to this first major one. So let's just jump into this one, and that is Halo Campaign Evolved. This is the review from ACG. There's lots of reviews, of course, out there. I think the majority are somewhere in the good to great range, averaging anywhere from 7s to mid 8s. What I'm seeing. So I think it's coming out at like a 81 or something. Overall, I think that sounds great. So if you're a Halo fan and you've been wanting to re-experience, or maybe you're going back and replay this, if you've got Game Pass, it checks all the boxes for you. There's no reason not to go and play this.
Yeah.
I think if you've played this a bunch and you're kind of interested, but maybe have other stuff, this is not something you have to go purchase right away. But if you've got Game Pass, why not give it a try? Because I don't know about you guys, I think it's the best that Halo has ever looked. Just let's talk visually. Like, it's never looked better. It looks incredible.
Couldn't agree more about that. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks phenomenal. And I thought that Infinite was a pretty good looking game. I liked the way that game looked, and this just feels like it looks better. Number one.
yeah.
But what do you guys think about it? Have you played it at all? How do you think it plays, feels? Any thoughts on it?
Yeah, I sat down and started it this morning, just for a bit. 'Cause I woke up early and couldn't sleep, so I was like, I gotta play this to get my opinion out there on it. Like, but I kind of was in the same boat as Jeff. I was just like, I don't want to shoot stuff right now. It's not really the mode I'm in.
Yeah.
I'm doing everything but that. Could use a real nice farm sim right now, I'll tell you. But there's not a new one.
Yeah.
So,
You and
but
cozy
yeah, I
don't- shortage
mode,
of
man.
that.
I get it.
I'm
You're in
definitely in
cozy
cozy mode where I'm like, I'm
Yeah.
not trying to be outside where the sun's trying to kill you. I just want to be indoors and kind of relaxing and stuff. But I did put this on. I just beat this game on.
Who's
Master
driving
Chief
in this
Edition.
review, by the way? Did you see that? Hang on, we got to see this. Like,
It's got to be
Just
him.
watching gameplay makes me mad. ACG, what's going on here, bud?
watch. They know this is the right turn. What are they doing right here? What is this? What do we?
It's Chief from the cannon.
Seamless. That might have been NPCs driving. Yeah, if Chief was on the cannon.
Oh, that means the AI that in this remake needs a little tweaking, perhaps.
Yeah.
It's-
Yeah, but I just beaten the original game like just a few weeks ago, so it's like everything's really fresh in my head, and I kind of did it on purpose, kind of compare and contrast. Apparently, a lot of the big changes are towards the tail end of the game, whereas like maybe I notice like things maybe don't go on as long. I remember certain things in like Truth and Reconciliation. It's the third level. that like be like holding down waves for longer and stuff like that. Maybe it was the same way in the level before that as well, the second level where you're running around the warthog on Halo when you first land there. It just feels a little more streamlined, and it just doesn't. I'm not saying that they made it like less hard or threw less people at you. It just, I don't feel like the game like lingers on moments anymore. There's a little more propulsion with the plot and like your objectives and everything like that. So maybe those are some of the changes I recognize right off the bat. Obviously, it looks really good. I thought it was gonna look like derpy in Unreal Engine. It doesn't, you know.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Yeah, because Unreal Engine has like Unreal Engine faces, and like
that's a good point. Yeah, that's a meme.
We don't really see that a lot here, you know. It just kind of looks like Halo Infinite, you know. It's cool, man, and this is like one of the greatest campaigns ever made. I mean, like it's like we don't make campaigns like this anymore. It's like a brisk
cool
5 or 6 hours.
Too.
Great weapon skins. I mean, just everything feels good. There's not a lot that, if you like Halo, you should be playing this. If you wanted a full Halo package, it's not priced that way, so it's not really what that is. So you're not getting multiplayer.
Did they change the character story levels of the main campaign, or they just added content with the?
They kind of remixed some stuff from what I understand, especially in the later half. I think they changed like the library mission completely from what I understand, because everyone hated that level. If
I'm interested
correctly.
to hear what you guys think about the changes they've made to
the
core campaign.
I don't even know that I'll remember them because it's been years for me.
Exactly. Yeah, that's a good point.
It's fresh on my. I'll probably catch
some
it,
of those prequel missions, right? They have some missions you can play that are like.
That's where I started.
I know that has gotten some mixed reviews, and that's totally fine. You don't have to like new stuff that's added in. I think I was reading about people that like it. I think some people do like the new stuff, like the new missions, and other people are like, no, it's not my thing. This is not Halo. This isn't whatever. They don't like the characters. I don't think that's a problem. You can still play the main core missions.
Yeah.
You don't have to. Do you have to?
There's no, the only difference is there's no Cortana, and you're just kind of, it's you and the chief, whatever
Johnson.
his name is. Yeah, thank you. It's just you and
Johnson.
him. Yeah. And at least that's the first level. I only played the first
Johnson
level.
rocks. Yeah. I heard there's like
great.
there's an all like ship level too. One of them's like an all ship level, and like everyone loves those.
That might be the
so
third
it's like
one.
I don't know what people are complaining about when they're like, oh, I don't want to play this stuff. I'm like, well, the first game didn't really have a lot of like flying levels in it. And it's some of those moments in Reach and Halo 2 and Halo 3, those are the moments that really sing, is when you jump in a Pelican or a Banshee or something like that and really get a long section of that. So I don't know. Yeah, I mean, is there something wrong with, I don't know, taking stuff from books and other media and turning them into levels and giving you a little more?
I would say,
there's nothing wrong with that.
No, it's more content. It's more content.
Yeah, it's more content.
But I am not a hardcore Halo fan. Like when people talk about the lore or the characters, whatever, I don't have strong opinions about Halo. I just never have, and I don't care if people like it. That's great. It's just never been my thing. So I was just curious. I will be curious if you guys play it more. I know you guys are. I think you're more into the Halo story and lore than I am. At least you understand it better than I do. Curious to hear what you think about anything that you notice, like if there are changes.
I'm somewhat I
pretty
am.
Casual.
Sometimes I have to wiki.
I've never gone
what
online
was this about again? Like why are they religious?
And I don't even do that.
Stuff
I don't. If I don't get it, I don't get it.
Fair.
I usually maybe I have someone at work who will explain it to me or something who is like a big Halo. I just like the campaigns because I just like shooter campaigns.
They're
so
fun, man. I've played
my fandom of this comes from.
5, I think.
Yeah, my fandom just comes from that experience of just like playing a really nice linear, fun shooting campaign. Like all the dude, I don't know who Gravemind is and why Little Shop of Horrors like pops up in the side. I don't know like what that's about. I don't know. I think it's cool. I'm big into weird like sci-fi stuff. So it's like if you want to put a big giant sentient plant out there and have them talk to your main character. Dude, I mean, I watch Star Wars where there's space whales, so it's like whatever, like I just I like weird stuff. I don't really care, but I couldn't tell you what the context of any of that stuff is. So.
Well, everyone just be like Kyle and Jeff. Just play it because it's fun to shoot and run around and it looks pretty. Don't get too concerned with. Everyone just relax. How about that? Just
relax.
Yeah,
right?
Sure. Yeah.
Everyone just relax. That's not going to happen. They're not going to listen to me.
Yeah,
anyway, I'm
very unrelaxed right now.
This has been something I think people have been, since they announced it, I thought most of the sentiment felt like people were excited about this. So it seems like it's delivered, for the most part, a really cool, updated, modern experience of the original campaign. So that is cool.
Here it's not,
and I-
selling one on PlayStation, but it also doesn't surprise me. At this point, I think
Yeah,
PlayStation
me
fans
neither.
are very stuck up and very, whatever. I've gone this long without Halo. I could go forever. I don't think, I think
Hey, how many
hardcore
PlayStation
Sony
fans do you
won't
think
play.
went to the store and actually went like, and then like
Yeah,
moved
all
past
of
it?
them.
Like they stopped on
Yeah,
it for a second.
if you're
and
like
moved
an
past it?
obnoxious,
Yeah.
Sony fan, you absolutely did that for sure.
Yeah.
like
And then
like
just
I'd
moved on.
waste time with this. Yeah.
But
for
they
sure.
went
Which,
over, they
again,
hovered
that's
over
fine.
it at first just to highlight it, to bring out the details, and then went, and then they moved on.
Yeah.
To other, like that's
Yeah.
Make a show of it in front of nobody but themselves.
Right. Yeah, it's a show for
Of
one. Yeah,
course.
yourself.
Of course they did. Oh my word! All right, so that's available. That's not the only thing that's gotten a new coat of paint and some improvements though to the game, gameplay, and content. Maybe not to this extent, but Xenoblade Chronicles 2 now has the Nintendo Switch
yeah.
2 edition that just launched, which I do believe includes 4K and 60 FPS in docked mode. At least as far as I remember them saying. I'm pretty sure they are doing that. And I think some extra content as well. And I think 2, for a lot of people, it's their favorite one, or the one that got them into the series at least. So I think a
Yeah.
lot of people like 2.
2 is an
even though
entry
I
point
think
for a lot of people.
objectively,
Yeah.
people would look at 3 and say, okay, this is the best it's ever been. That's
Yeah,
fair.
3 is probably going to stand
Um,
the test of time, but I think you're right. 2 was a lot of people's entry point, and I
Yeah.
think a lot of quality of life stuff, right? Like I thought there was certain stuff like that mission line that was there, like in the first couple, in the first game whenever they re-released it in the third game. I think that's in this game now. So
Yep.
yeah, if getting around that game was your problem, which it was mine, I was like, I don't know where to go. Like it was a very huge
Yeah.
game, that problem solved now. So I didn't. This is the only one I haven't beaten, so I'm definitely gonna play and beat this one for sure. Finally.
So in the description, it says you can unlock new outfit designs for Pyra and Mithra. You can discover a rare new blade, 2 forms to swap between, and a new quest to take on. And there's a new mode, Mark Assault Action Battle Mode. I don't know if that's true or if that's new or not. But and then of course just the visuals, as you kind of saw here in this little trailer.
Yeah.
There's some improved visuals. So yeah. In handheld, it's supposed to be full HD, which I think just means 1080, and then 60 frames, and then 4K in TV mode.
Be nice. Pretty big
There you go.
graphic boost for these games. I remember being really shocked by the first game when it was re-released. I'm like, what the? God, goodness. All right. So
Yeah.
that's cool. Yeah, I'm very, very excited.
Yeah,
to
this game
that
originally
one
came
got
out in
a facelift.
2017. It was a launch year game for Switch, the first Switch.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Came out at the end of that year. That was a crazy launch year for Switch.
Yeah,
Everything
for
from
sure.
I think Odyssey and Breath of the Wild and this were all in that same first year. It was a crazy first year.
Yeah.
Okay. So we've got Xenoblade Chronicles 2. We also have this new pirate game that I mentioned a little while ago. It's where you're building your own little pirate town or city or fort called Corsair Cove.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah,
it
yeah.
just launched. Yeah, it just launched this past week as well. It's got very cool visuals. It's very bright and scenic and tropical. They capture that kind of feeling of the islands really well. And it's a lot of vertical building. So if you like city builders but want something a little bit different than just here's your flat piece of land and then make it work, you are absolutely not supposed to build everything on the flat beaches and the ground. You're supposed to build up, as you can see here, along the cliff sides and then connect via bridges across multiple little outcroppings and rocks and cliffs. And
That's
yeah,
cool.
It's a cool little city
Yeah.
builder, visually a little unique from other things that we've seen. But so this is the LT Gaming review of this game. But yeah, I did play the demo. It's very, I mean, if you've ever played a city builder, you know how it starts. You need to build a shelter for this many people. You do that. Now you need to build an upgrade where they can go get more food or a little fishing thing or something to defend yourselves from attacks. Like it's all the normal city building things that you would expect. It's just in pirate mode, basically. So it's cool though.
Cool.
I like it.
Yeah, I like the look of it.
Yeah, Corsair Cove. And I do think this one is this on Game Pass? I'm going to double check that real quick. I'm pretty sure it is. Let me... If Xbox app will launch. You can tell I haven't played much Xbox app stuff because it's loading. Okay. Yeah, it is. It is on Game Pass on PC. It might... I don't know if it's on Xbox or not, but it's definitely on PC. So, yeah. People can give it a try. if they are so inclined. All right. We also have, I had never heard of this game before, but it's hitting 1.0. It's called Quasimorph. Have you heard of this game?
Quasi, no, I haven't.
Good.
Here all
I
night.
brought up the description
All
I brought up the description on Steam, but Steam is being funky with me, and it's not letting it load. Give me 1 second here. Might have to just close it and reopen it. But yeah, this is, as you can see, it's a tactical game. I think there's RPG strategy elements to it. It's got that kind of cyberpunk setting, very pixelated style graphics. I think it's a pretty cool looking little title. I don't know if it's amazing, but yeah.
Yeah, it looks robust too, like mechanically. Like we got ship stuff going on, and menus upon menus,
absolutely.
upgrades. Yeah, a lot of stuff going on.
It has very positive reviews on Steam. People seem to really like it. Okay, so you take on the hardened role of PMC fighter in a dark, turn-based cyberpunk RPG. Engage in unforgiving combat, manage your ship, and pilot the bodies of your clones to unravel the dark mystery behind the threat to all life. Quasimorph, which was in early access and now in 1.0.
Cool.
So there you go. I thought that one looked kind of cool. There's a lot of small indie games out this last couple weeks, so I'm just handpicking. Like, we only have like 4 more, maybe. I didn't want to do too many. I don't want to overdo it, but I thought this one looked really neat. All right, up next, we've got a different type of simulator called Hack Hub. This one just launched this weekend. Hack Hub, the ultimate hacker simulator. You unravel cyber secrets and foil mass surveillance as a skilled hacker, challenging authority.
So it's like
rewriting
White
rules,
Hat.
and emerging as the ultimate digital rebel. I guess so. Yeah, but I mean, it looks like you're
Sweet.
actually in the game. You're on a desktop, like in your terminal, and like
Mhm.
I'm not exactly sure how cause I can't do any of this stuff. So if you're just gonna give me things to click and then it will type it for me, great. But if you want me to type all this stuff, there's no way.
I mean, they're
It
using
said
like
real life networking, and I'm like, I don't know how to do that. So
yeah, they're using these are like
am I
real
out?
interfaces. Yeah,
Yeah.
this is wild.
Yeah, there's a demo as well on Steam if people want to give it a try.
They're
But
like
I mean,
using Python and
it kind of looks legit as they're going through. As I was
Yeah.
watching the trailer, I was like, huh. Is this a
Yeah.
simulator? Or are we hacking for them?
Yeah, I was gonna say, is
We-
this teaching people how to really hack?
this-
Or...
is this China making us hack the U.S.? What's going on here?
Are
Yeah.
we allowed to do this? Deceive people. So I love that. That's one of the advertising slogans. Deceive people. Hack Hub. Yeah. Anyway, all right. So there you go. That's available. It's totally safe. Don't worry about it. Everyone, it's gonna be fine. All right, but now we have another type of simulator that is completely different, and that is Water Park Simulator has hit 1.0.
Oh, I own this.
It looks.
I played this.
Do
in
you?
The
early
body's
access.
flopping around. Oh
Yeah.
my god!
I know.
This is a
hilarious, but
great simulator, guys. This is so fun.
People love.
yeah.
It says 96% positive.
Dude,
Overwhelmingly
it's
positive.
incredible. And again, I only played it in early access, and it was like so feature rich and complete at that point. It's
so
incredible. This
silly.
game's incredible. And like you start just like with like I'm telling you, like it's just like a small little pool that like 3 people can fit in, and like a hot dog stand, and then it turns into a freaking Schlitterbahn or whatever, you know. If it turns
Yeah,
into a
this looks
gigantic,
so
like
funny.
yeah, it's so great.
know,
And yeah, and
it's
there's like
hilarious.
all goofy stuff where people are like slipping
Look
on
at
things,
bodies.
and it's just like it's just goofy. Everything about's goofy. Oh, there's aliens now. Great, I'm in.
Oh, there's aliens now. Great.
Yeah, great.
Because why
It's
not?
awesome.
Yeah. So Kyle could have played as Master Chief in Halo, the campaign involved, but he wanted something more like this. He wanted something a little more cozy. You know?
Yeah, this is exactly now that it has hit 1.0. I guess I will be sitting at my computer today. So
Yeah. So that is out, and it is on console now as
it's
well.
on consoles
so,
too. Cool.
Yeah.
I wish more of these games made their way over to consoles. To be honest, I think
I
like
know.
I think it's
Yeah, I
an
think there's a
untapped
broader
market.
audience than people realize. Like when
Yeah.
Game Pass added the supermarket simulator, and they added the TCG card
Yeah,
shop
I
simulator.
played that on Xbox. Yeah,
A couple of my kids love those games, setting up your little
Yeah.
shop and selling all your cards and open the Pokemon packs. Like,
yeah, I played a lot of that. I replayed the TCG simulator on Xbox. I was like, oh, this actually feels pretty. They figured out a way to, because usually like obviously these games just feel better with keyboard and mouse. Like that's just like
they do.
kind of a
Yeah,
given.
Right.
But they have figured out really clever ways to like make it streamlined on a controller. by like
Yep.
hitting D-pad and it just going to the next available space that you're trying to zoom in on and stuff like that. So you're not like trying to
That
get your
part's so
cursor
important
directly
because you
on
can get
stuff.
frustrated so fast.
Yeah. So it's like as long
Mhm.
as games keep on doing that, I'm all about it. But yeah, I mean, these games do feel best on keyboard and mouse. But God, these are what a great. This is a great game. Y'all, if this ever goes on sale and y'all like these types of games,
Good
I highly
summertime
recommend
game.
this one. Yeah.
Yeah, Water Park Simulator
Hack Hub
currently,
is currently $10, so I'm getting it.
and Water Park Simulator also $10. Normally 13.
Wow.
Right now.
Wow. What a
Couple
get.
of budget options for you. Well, this one is normally 15 right now. It is because it's a 1.0 launch. The price is down to $9. This one is called Sephiria. So this is a top-down action RPG roguelike from the makers of Dungreed, which I don't know what that is. But you're saving Bunnyville,
Hungry.
really creative name, from a doomed fate. You're exploring the depths of the tower, collect and upgrade artifacts, defeat hordes of demons to keep your village safe. It's got elements of stuff like Hades and Vampire Survivors and some of those things where you are making an upgrade and making another run, type of a game. So, but I thought this looked like it actually could be pretty fun to play. The reviews on it are very, very good from the users that have played it.
Heck yeah.
Sephiria, I'll get to the title so you can see. There it is. Sephiria is now in 1.0 launch. All right, last but not least, speaking of Vampire Survivors, check out this one. This is called Ocean Survivors, where you are a boat in a
Ooh.
Survivors-like game, where all these boats keep coming around you.
Oh boy.
And you get
Look
everything
at the
from
tentacle.
cracking tentacles to cannons shooting directions they shouldn't be able to shoot. It's all kinds of crazy stuff. Then you upgrade and keep going. This game is it's one of those Survivors type games, and
Yeah.
it is only, hang on, I think it's like $3. Yeah, it's on sale for $3. It's normally $4. So like
That's great.
Jeez.
they're
I've
meant
recently-
to be small experiences, you know.
Yeah, I recently got Vampire Survivors on Switch too. When I was on vacation, I was like, "This will be fun to play on vacation." Put like 5 hours into that game. Again, I was just
Such a
like,
fun
"Okay,
game.
God, yeah."
Yeah, dude, you get such
Yeah.
on such a power trip in that game without even
Yeah.
realizing it.
For sure. Yeah.
Yeah, so Ocean Survivors is available now. All right, that's all I could find in terms of like new stuff. Is there anything that I'm missing from the last week or so that you guys would want to highlight? I don't think any of us are playing Splatoon Raiders. I mentioned it briefly in the short episode last week, but is there anything else you guys have been playing that's new?
Yeah, I just real quick, I this is not new by any means, but Switch 2 did re-release Final Fantasy X and X-2 package on Switch 2. Updated graphics. It's the PC version and it's the international version, so it's got like all like the cheats and the turn off fights, turn on more frequency of fights, auto heal, all that good stuff. And they gave no upgrade path. So if you originally owned it on the Switch, they were just like, you buy it again. Square's like, no upgrade path for you. But it is a new version of the game though, so and it does look a lot better. I guess if you've never played it, definitely go grab it. If you own this game, like me, on everything that you own, I don't know if you need to buy this again, but yeah, it is cool that it's the only other version that replicates the PC version with all the cheats and all that stuff that we're kind of used to with these Final Fantasy remakes or re-releases. I'm sorry. It's good,
That's
and I
pretty
am playing through
significant.
it.
Look at the difference there. Like that's
Yeah,
pretty,
it's pretty. It looks a lot better. It's it is, again, it's $50 and there's no upgrade path. So I understand it's a hard pill to swallow. This is one of my favorite games of all time. It might be my favorite RPG of all time. I will buy this on everything they put it on. That's just kind of who I am as a horrible consumer. So and I'm like 20 hours. I'm like 20 hours into this game, which is about halfway through it. And guess what? It's still it's an incredible video game. It's absolutely astounding how good this game is. So.
I know I'm in the minority, but I actually didn't mind Blitzball as much as a lot of people did. I kind of liked playing
thank you for saying something, Tim. Yeah. This is a happy ending, I promise. I hate Blitzball. I think it's the worst thing ever. Okay, I suck at it. I'm so bad at it. This time, I was like, I'm gonna learn it, and I won my first ever Blitz. 25 years later, Tim, I've won my first Blitzball game, and guess who's again suddenly? I'm like, you know what? This ain't so bad. You know.
Yeah.
You just have to really like think about it. It's a math game, like that's, so it's just like, as long as you're like paying attention to the number, which like that's not my gig, baby. That's why I've been bad at it all
Yeah.
these years. But I did get it better this time. I won my first thing ever. I'm telling you, I ran around my house screaming. I was like, "Daddy, but 25-year-old younger me would be so proud right now." Like, but yeah,
I
this
love
is
that.
the only like newish game I've been playing, even though this game's 25 years old and it's basically a PC port. But
But
good
yeah,
stuff,
it's
man.
among many ports that are hitting the Switch too, and getting,
Yeah.
generally speaking, positive responses from folks saying, "Hey, this is a good version of it." Like, actually
Square Enix also
playable.
re-released Second Story R with no upgrade path as well, and the upgrade the graphics on that comparison wise is very good. So Square Enix is
the no
re-releasing a lot
upgrade
of their
path is
games.
mean.
It is very mean. Yeah, it is very mean, especially for a game like that where the game is like the same. I'm speaking of Star Ocean Second Story, but like
Yeah.
Oh,
it does
I played
look-
the demo for that. It's super good.
It's
Yeah.
incredible how it's a very good
Yeah.
game with very good combat from a OK series that has had a couple of good games in it. This is one of them. But again, like the graphics are so much better. Like the Switch One, I was playing a lot of JRPGs on that by choice. That system was a potato, dude. Like the games did look bad on
Yeah.
it. Maybe when you were on handheld, you were like convincing yourself like, no, this is fine, and it was. But then
It's not
now as
too
I'm playing
bad.
now that I'm playing like Final Fantasy X-2 on there, like or some of these other ones, even Second Story, I'm just like, oh, this looks so much better. And it was a blurry mess originally, and so I get that people are mad about these Square Enix re-releases not having upgrade paths, but like they are very big upgrades in the graphics department. So
And that is a Square thing. I mean, that's their. I mean, Nintendo for the
Yeah,
most
what-
part provides.
we're mad at Square for being
usually
Square?
a $10. It's usually a $10 upgrade for most
Usually.
Nintendo
yeah,
ports or like re-releases. I mean, Square is doing what Square does. They
yeah,
they and EA are kind of in the same boat usually. So
this is what they do. Yeah, I don't mean that as like oh, we just let them get away with it. But it's just it is what they do. So I'm not shocked by it at all.
I agree. What about you, Jeff? You playing anything that's newish these days?
No. I for some reason I've just been like in a movie hole. Just been vibing with various things I've bought on Blu-ray recently. 4K Blu-ray. Sorry. I think Sony just had their decision just kind of had me paranoid about other mediums making the same choice. So I was just like,
Yeah, they
what
do
else is
own
out there?
Blu-ray.
4K Blu-ray.
That's their
Yeah.
is their technology.
It is.
so-
It is a Sony technology. Yeah, and I own a
So they
Sony
wanna
player, so it's kind of like
If they suddenly want to be like, nope, no
Yeah.
more to this. That could be pretty tricky.
That is a
Yeah.
very sobering thought. But yeah, good call on starting to stock up on some of those just so you have them. For either when the zombies
trying,
hit
I'm-
and you have to
the
run movies
classics.
off your generator, or when they go all digital, whichever one happens first.
That is
I
me.
also
I'll be
forgot
running
that
my
I-
all-fuel generator on just my 4K setup. That is exactly
Yep.
what I intend to do with my resources.
Yeah.
dude, I lost my internet for I don't know. It happened like at midnight, so I assume it was maintenance. But I lost it, and I was like, well, got my 4K Blu-ray player. Haha, suck it.
Yeah.
Like, so if there is like
Yeah.
at least a digital apocalypse, I'm covered.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
our
we're-
movie
that-
selection is mediocre. Like our physical movie selection, we have some.
Yeah.
But man, I need to get a few more. I think.
In Cyberpunk, that's what happens is the old internet gets infected and we have to make a new internet.
Mm.
So if we all lose our old internet and all of our old movies that are digital, I am glad to have a physical
Yeah,
movie collection.
Yeah.
So that's good. Yeah. Analog, how retro.
Very retro. All right, well, I'm gonna try something with this. I want to share something with you guys. Maybe you saw this. This came out yesterday. It's getting a whole lot of response. So let me just set it up for you real quick. The development company Shift Up made Stellar Blade. Right?
Oh.
Stellar Blade?
Yeah.
Are
Yeah,
we actually
totally.
going to watch this? Because I haven't watched it yet.
We're gonna start it. Yeah, we have. To start it. All right, so this
Do you know
is
anything
not
about this, Jeff?
fan made.
Oh no.
This is Shift Up created a music video featuring Eevee, who's going to be their center protagonist for the upcoming
next-
Blood Rain game.
Yeah.
And it's an completely AI generated. And of course, YouTube flags it. And I'm like, duh, this is the most obvious AI slap thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
But it's her singing and performing a K-pop style song in her
Okay.
normal outfit from the Blood Rain trailer. So I'm going to play this. Let me see if I can get the audio to work. And
This is on the heels of their trailer,
Yeah.
which looked really good, having a bunch of AI stuff in it as well. So it's
I
just
mean-
like they're just really doubling down in a way that is.
So here's the still frame
wild
as
to
it
me.
starts. First of all, here we go. You guys ready? You guys ready for this?
I guess. Yeah, I
Anybody
don't
else-
know.
Oh,
Anybody else
Lord.
nervous? Okay.
Yeah,
I am,
kinda
actually,
sweaty.
yes.
Yeah. All right.
Can you? Well, tell me if you can't hear it when it starts.
It's. I can hear it just fine. Yeah. Yeah. So what
They
stopping you
released
from
this
just
on
doing
their
this
official channel.
in Engine? What's to stop you from doing this? You know.
All right, I have to stop it. I can't do anymore. Okay, but that video goes on. It shows her walking around the city.
And that's it.
No,
It's such a
I'll
dance
just jump
song.
ahead a
She's
little
not
bit.
like
Here, I'll jump ahead
such
a
a
little
dancey
bit.
song.
It
She's
shows
just
her
sitting
like
there.
they have a couple scenes that look like behind the scenes of shooting the music video with people with shift up staff shirts on. Here, it like shows her like eating and then like talking with people and like that
Yeah.
was a K-pop Demon Hunters keychain, which they're not connected.
Okay.
Those IPs aren't connected.
No, they're not.
It's so uncomfortable. All right, I'm back.
Yeah.
I can't do it. Okay.
Yeah. I don't.
Good
There's
God.
something very uncanny about it all. You know.
I
And,
disagree about the
uh,
idea of doing that.
Yeah.
Disagree.
Yeah. I agree with your disagree.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, disagree.
I agree that you
Wait,
disagree.
You agree with Jeff. Okay, got it.
I
Got it.
agree that you're that it's disagreeable.
Yeah. So, generally speaking, though, I'm not opposed to companies using AI. We've talked about this so many times for some elements of organization or fast tracking some repetitive, redundant QA stuff or whatever. But to actually create content, especially when it's promotion content for your upcoming game like this, where you're trying to make your female protagonist now like a K-pop star. I don't know. There's something about it that's just so
Yeah.
weird. And
Where does that
maybe they think
unravel
it's funny.
to?
Maybe I think it's funny.
Maybe.
I don't
But
know.
like, is the song AI generated? Is that like, like it's just like now once you say this is AI
Almost
generated,
certainly.
it's like it's all on the table for like, okay, so
Right.
this whole entire thing is like not even like a real thing that someone created. It's just like, I don't know.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's very weird to put this out, especially when like everyone hated specific things about you using AI in your trailer, and there was a lot of backlash about that, and they were just like, yeah, whatever. We didn't learn anything from that. It's pretty bold. I'll
Yeah.
say it's bold of them.
It's bold.
It's very
When I
bold
saw
to-
it, I was like, well,
stick
this
with the
can't be from
laurels.
them. Like, and a fan made this, which is whatever. Let a fan take their trailer and
Yeah.
ask AI to make something. No, this was on their official trailer. Or I'm sorry, their channel. The Shift Up official channel published that yesterday. Sweet. Good job, guys. Well done, Shift Up. To be fair, though, we could make the argument they're not spending any resources making the game to make that. They let AI do it for them. So there's that silver lining, I suppose, that they're not
Yeah.
spending time making
I
the video.
guess.
I guess. Yeah, that's a.
This is
Yeah.
silver lining a month, I guess. Starting here in August, we're just gonna look for the silver lining and everything. There you go.
Oh,
That's
okay.
the-
Yeah, I can play that game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. All right. Well, see if you can find the silver lining in this one. Asha Sharma says that Xbox expects to return to growth by this time next year. This comes right after reports where they're pretty much the only department in Microsoft that continues to get reduced revenue every year. So,
Oh, wow.
so anyway, what do you guys think about that? And do you believe her, or is she just
Good luck.
doing the executive
Yeah.
thing?
Good luck.
Good luck.
I definitely think she's doing the executive thing. It's definitely her job. But yeah, I don't know what's genuine at all anymore. Like, from Xbox or Sony, to be frank. So yeah, I don't know. It seems hey, at least it's not this time 5 years from now. At least she's saying it's this better this time next year. That's positive, right? We're trying to put a spin on
That's
stuff.
true. That's
All right.
true.
Well, there it is. That's my positive.
I know
take.
that they've already decreased a lot of their operations costs, unfortunately, at the expense of
Yeah.
a lot of human beings. But they've done that. They've
Mm-hmm.
decreased a lot of their operations and expenditures. So you can make an argument that if they can maintain their revenue, maybe that would start to swing on the other side of the graph. But
Yeah.
I'm not sure I would feel great about that. Like, hey, we fired a bunch of people. That way our numbers look better for next year. Like, I don't know. I hope
But-
it's
and-
because they do good things.
Yeah, and like they're both kind of like doing kind of half-assed, Sony and Xbox like half-assed, like not even apologies but recognitions of things they've done lately, and both kind of
Right.
failing at like coming off as human while they do it. So I don't know if you have that Sony thing, but they as the news, but they did chime in about the physical disc
Oh
stuff.
yeah, where they said we're gonna cautiously move forward. We hear you, but we're gonna keep.
Yeah,
going.
we hear
They
you,
didn't-
but also fuck you. You know, yeah,
they
like
didn't- they
it's
didn't do
very.
anything.
It's so good. They don't even like say I'm sorry or like we
No.
you know we realize
It
you
was
are
a PR
passionate about
version
it.
of
Yeah.
hey, your complaint has been noted. And then
Yeah,
they move
yeah.
on.
Yeah.
That's
Right,
all they
right.
did.
We have read
It
emails.
basically,
Anyways.
yeah, exactly. It's red at 12:03 a.m.
Yeah, it was why I was like, you might as well have said nothing. This is so anti-consumer what you're
No.
doing right now. Like it's so crazy that you would
Yeah.
have such a bullheaded like idea of that, which again, like maybe Asha's doing like a version of this too, where it's just like, hey, we know that it's a little rocky right now, but things are going to be looking good here soon. It's like, well, yeah,
In
you
a
have to
year.
say that. It could be on fire on your end, and we don't, like it
Yeah.
looks on fire from the outside at least. I don't know what's looking like inside the building, but yeah, everyone has to do the toe the line for the company, type of stuff this week, which I just found to be funny. So.
And it's easy to say that from a boardroom or from a desk or in an interview compared to, I don't know, in a courtroom where you have sworn in that you're going to tell the truth and you're not like you're just saying it. There's no evidence to
Yeah.
support it. You don't have to point to any actual numbers or any strategies. You can just say like, we're going to be doing better by next year.
Yeah.
All right. Great.
Yeah. I hope that for you.
Is that the end
We'll
of that
see.
sentence? That's
For
it?
real.
Okay.
Yeah. Is there
Okay.
more?
Okay.
You want to expand on that at all, or no? Okay. Yeah.
No. Okay. That's it. Anyway.
Whatever.
Speaking of like Sony going all digital, I did see that Sandfall's team, who has, they're in the next piece of news as well. But the folks behind Clay Obscure Expedition 33, they're also among many other developers talking about how sad they are about Sony moving this direction. And from their point of view, they're even saying, as a developer, when you complete a project, especially a small team, getting to hold the physical thing that you made in your hand, there's something to that
Yeah.
as well. So I
Yeah.
can appreciate what they mean by
Oh,
that.
I did. Yeah, you got to think about the other side of that. Yeah. I did
Yeah.
find it funny that the Persona team also like reached out to Sony, but they did it like as the Phantom Thieves and like wrote a ransom note to them, like in the same font
Oh, I
that like
didn't
the
see
characters
that.
do to do a change of heart, which is like the mechanic like in that game.
That's
And
awesome.
someone memed it really hard, and it's like this is what your average Persona fan feels like, and we should beat them all up more, because it's a really dorky way of like handling it, but I liked it. But it's funny, like people immediately started kind of making fun of like how like dorky it was or whatever. But yeah, I do like that developers are like reaching out and like saying stuff regardless of what format they're doing it in.
Yeah, I like that too. Oh, I found it here. You seek to steal the freedom of choice from players by pushing a future where games exist only in the digital world. So
Yeah.
it's this thing here.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, no, it is dorky. Yeah, this is yeah.
mean,
You heard
yeah,
it
at
here,
least they're
folks,
speaking
guys.
up, though,
Beat
like
up
you
your
said.
local Persona fan. We got to get these kids in check. They're running amok out there.
I mean, the prepare yourself period, we are coming period. Like, it's a little.
That's how it is in the
I
game, but
get
again,
it.
this is like when Persona fans are trying to like tell you like my game is so good and this series is so good, like they come off kind of like this, they're just kind of like overbearing and yeah. So it is very on brand for that whole community. So
Yeah,
and that's
it might
I'm
not
saying
be the
that as a
mic drop
Persona
you
fan.
thought it was. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of Sandfall, though, they were asked about a Switch 2 version, and they have actually said that they really want to put it on Switch 2. They want to put Claire Obscure on Switch 2, but they haven't been able to dedicate much time to looking into it yet. They have a small team, but they want to make it happen. They're unsure right now if they
Yeah,
they
from-
have no
from what-
news, no announcements.
From what I understand, dev kits literally just started going out for the Switch 2 to everybody else outside of the people who had it first year, like 4 or 5 months ago.
Yeah.
So when they say they're looking into it, that it may just mean that they just got a dev kit where they're able to maybe
Could be.
start looking at how their stuff fits together. Because yeah,
I think they'd hit a huge wave of sales.
do
if
too.
They did that. I think
Yeah.
they'd get a lot more.
Nintendo's being really weird about how they released their dev kits post Switch 2 launch. It is weird that like a year in they're like, now you guys can have dev kits. I'm like, Okay. All right, that's bizarre to me, but whatever, you know.
Well, I am glad to see more and more ports hitting the Switch 2. It is pretty exciting to see that, and I'd love Claire Obscure on the Switch 2. I think it'd be great. A whole new audience could play it. It's one of the best games in a long time. Certainly the best game last year. So I love it. All right. Well, what we're gonna do for the last half of the show here is play a little game called Agree Disagree. You've probably seen this. It's been on plenty of other podcasts, and a lot of times it's in kind of in our realms of whether it's beyond video games, even with comic books or movies or TV shows, and sometimes I've seen it in sports podcasts, where a strongly opinionated statement will be made. Sometimes it's not super strong, but a statement of opinion will be made, and then each of us will we'll do a countdown, and then we'll hold up either agree or disagree. And at some point, maybe I'll make a better looking one if we like this segment and keep doing it. But for right now, it's just on a piece of paper that I folded in half. Not very fancy. But it is a little fancier than Kyle's, who went with let's see the
Post-its.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's see it. Let's see the post-it. We got to see the agree and disagree.
We got disagree because it doesn't fit.
Disagree.
Agree.
It's so good.
I love the
It's so
tiny
good.
disagree.
It
I know,
doesn't
like
fit.
this.
I don't know how to make it fit.
There's no way. There's I had no other choice.
Agree.
Agree. It's a compound word. Everyone knows it.
Everyone gets this. Yeah, everyone understands. Everyone understands
my
this.
God.
All right, so we're gonna do. I'm gonna read a few statements, and then we'll hold up our agree or disagree. And so, if there's not a consensus, then you got to explain your side, why you feel that way. And by the way, it's your gut response. Don't overthink it. Don't change it after we do the countdown. Once you hold it up, stick with it, even if you kind of. The only exception is, I guess, if you held up the wrong one, even though you're thinking the other. I guess that's fair. But we won't do points this time. But in the future, my thought was if we do this more, then whoever is standing alone actually gets a point. And maybe we can have some rule where if they explain themselves well, maybe they don't get the point. But then fewest points wins, kind of a thing. Like if you're the odd man out. But we won't do that this time. We'll just play it pretty straightforward. Agree, disagree. All right. So for an example, we'll start with some that are, I think, a little bit more straightforward. Let me see here. Let me pull up this one. And they're not going to go on the screen. I'm just going to read them. All right. Here we go.
Damn. Just kidding.
League of Legends spin-off properties are better than the original main game. So League of Legends spin-off properties are better. And also I'll count down, then we'll hold it up. All right.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, my bad.
Yep.
Agree. Yeah. Obviously.
Right here.
Right?
Yeah.
Like
I'm not an
Yeah.
MLG gamer, so I don't play League of Legends. But
Same.
I'll play all your dumb little spin-offs all day, though. They're all
Yeah.
most of them are cool, you know.
Yeah, most of them are really
I would
cool,
say
man.
most of the games are cool. Of course, the
Yeah.
TV show Arcane is amazing. So
Yeah.
Mhm.
of course,
Come on.
and I think they've
What are we
got
talking
another. Yeah, this is not even close. So that one's pretty easy. All right, this one might be a little more tricky. In gaming, story is more important than gameplay. Story is more important than gameplay.
More
Let's count it down.
important?
3. Yeah, more important than gameplay.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, go. Hey, we all disagree.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like story more, like if it's good.
Yeah.
But like if you're playing a bad
Oh,
game,
yeah.
what's the you know what I mean? Like what are we doing? You know? I will play a bad game for good story though.
Yeah, it's
But-
kind of like there's
but we're here to game, so it's about gameplay. Yeah.
That's right. Not more
like
important.
the
but it
the
is
recent
Not more important.
the
I just
recent
might-
right exactly like the recent Life is Strange ones, the not after 2 whatever, when they brought Max back, like the gameplay was just not clicking for me, and so
Mhm.
it's a story driven game, like where I should feel the appeal to keep going because the story's so good, and it just couldn't do it, man. So like that's an
Yeah.
example of like if your gameplay's not there, whereas Mixtape, good example of the gameplay is not what you would call traditional, but it's enticing enough to push through to the story, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
yeah,
I like floating
but yeah,
through stuff,
gameplay's
you
king.
know?
I don't care if the story sucks. If the gameplay's great, I'll finish it.
Yeah, tell me about the
Exactly.
story of Tetris real quick. Go ahead. I'll
When
wait.
it- exactly.
I'll wait.
Yeah.
It's about the tall one.
Yeah,
the-
go ahead,
the one
Jeff.
that's
I know
like-
you know. I know you know, dude.
There's a lore. The tall one doesn't come in until later because he's got a wife at home and he's taking care of his.
And
Sick
something
daughter.
about 5 lines equals Tetris. I don't know. It's something sacred about that number.
It's about a broken family. Oh my gosh, it is.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's about dealing with trauma.
Wow.
What's going on?
Yeah, Tetris is deeper than we all knew. All right. So again, these are statements that are meant to say something definitive and of an opinion, and then that's so like saying that story is more important than gameplay. To me, my instant reaction, and I don't
Yeah.
change that. No, it's not more important than gameplay. No. Now, there's lots of caveats to that. You could argue it's
Yeah.
equally important, or it's the second most important, or whatever you're. But
Yeah.
it's not more important. So
Well, I
that's
think
what we
you
were
hear
disagreeing.
Dan and I talk about like story first whenever he and I are talking about games, but like I don't think either of us mean it at the behest of gameplay. You know what I mean?
Correct.
So,
Correct.
you know, if I'm playing a story game, I want the story to be good. You know, but
Well,
like,
yeah, it's kind of when you say that though, it's kind of like implied, like, well, I mean, the
Yeah.
gameplay is already competent, so
yeah, exactly. Like we're
Sorry.
already in the door because the gameplay is good, and then the
Correct.
story being great is like, you know, that's great.
Yeah.
All right. How about this one? Remakes are better than remasters. Remakes, generally speaking, are better than remasters.
Remake, generally speaking.
3,
Oh.
2, 1, go.
yeah, yeah.
All right.
Kyle.
Jeff and I
disagreed.
agree. Kyle
yeah.
disagrees.
Yeah.
So, what came to mind first when I said that, Kyle? What made you
Yeah.
say disagree? Because I don't have a strong.
So
opinion about
what
it.
came to mind to say that is again, it's like the purist out there. Like there's people who don't want games to be changed at all. So it's like there is
Oh.
like this is absolutely a split down the middle like take or whatever, where it's just like, do I like remakes more? Yeah, I like prettier games. You know, like that's fun. You know. But
Fair.
I think people like games to be like brick for brick the same that they were exactly when they played them. And I think that people just like that for whatever reason. And, you know, so there might be some people out there who prefer the remasters, you know, who just want, just give me a way to play that old game just on this system and I'm done, you know?
Right.
But
That's a
again,
good
like
point.
maybe my opinion
That's a
is
great
is
point.
that, yeah, I like remakes more for sure. Put the money in, you know, make it better, make it
I know I've
update
played
it, you know?
more and enjoyed more remakes. That at least my instant thought as soon as I
Yeah.
read that out loud, I was like, I can think of more remakes that I've played and loved than I can remasters that I.
Yeah, I mean,
really
especially in recent memory,
don't
right? With like
enjoy.
Dead Space and Resident Evil and
Resident Evil for sure.
I don't know
Yep.
where Metal Gear
Mafia.
Solid 3 falls. I
Yeah.
barely even know where Mafia original was. Yeah, a complete remake. Absolutely.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
was
remake.
fantastic.
So
too,
yeah, I mean, I agree with you guys spiritually, but my knee jerk reaction was
But
disagree
the
because
definitive
there's just a
statement
huge
of
sect of
remakes are better than remasters. It's hard to
Yeah,
agree with.
yeah, right. Because I think a lot of people out there would be like, "Ew, no, don't change anything. You're upgrading like the
Ew.
bad music into good music, and you're making an ugly game look pretty. I hate this." You know, those people
Yeah.
exist. So yeah.
All right. Well, how about this one? The Halo TV show has ruined the Master Chief character. The Halo TV show has ruined the Master Chief character. 3, 2, 1.
Silly.
Disagree.
Yeah, he's bad in the show, but it doesn't ruin anything about the video games at all. What do you
Yeah,
nuts?
because nobody
like,
watched it.
Completely
Like, I mean,
separate
come on, man.
mediums.
Okay.
Yeah. like,
So, Jeff, what you just said is exactly why I put disagree. All of us disagreed, by the way, if you're just listening. I put disagree because I never watched the Halo TV show, so it didn't
Yeah.
ruin it
Yeah.
for me. Like the
Yeah.
fact that it
Yeah.
exists does
I
nothing
feel like
to me.
a majority of the fan base did not watch it. Like they were just
Yeah.
like, Paramount? No, I'm not.
Yeah.
Or
I
they're
don't even,
so
like, a lot
good.
of people are like, I don't even have Paramount, so I can't even watch it. Yeah. It's probably a lot of people too.
All right. What about this one? Indie games are more creative than AAA games.
Oh,
Indie
man.
games are more creative than AAA games. In 3, 2, 1, go. Agree
Yeah.
across the board.
Agree, yeah.
Yeah. I do think
It's
that's
not a
true.
good-
It's
That
the
doesn't-
only. It's
I
the only
I
place
think it's
people
just
are
no
like,
creative
taking
in
chances.
AAA stuff.
Right. Yeah, that's true. They have to they kind of throwing everything at the wall to see what sticks, and some of it is
Yep.
like just what the hell? Who came up with that idea? Because they're in a place of trying to establish themselves and like in the market, in a very competitive market. So I guess that But at the same time, there's so many inventive AAA games.
No
that you're like, how is this AAA?
No AAA developer is getting funding by like a massive company to make Schedule 1 a drug game. You know what I mean? Like that's like it's just not like it's impossible for that game to get funding by like real corporations.
Yeah.
Some lonely creative weirdo had to make that game. You know what I mean? So I absolutely there's more creativity going on in like that space because you can get away with things that you can't even get away with in like the mainstream industry. So
right. And you have a platform like Steam, like where it's so much easier to get those games out there, get those wacky ideas out there to the masses, and then maybe eventually get your own AAA kind of funding. Who knows? Yeah, but like, thank God for Steam. Basically, even the shovelware, you can find enough stuff that's not that. That is
sure. You got to skim past a couple hentai games, but there's some good games out there on Steam.
Sure, yeah. No, but the other users, like user reviews, have literally introduced me to games I never would have heard of otherwise. But because it got overwhelmingly positive reviews or something from other users, boom, it's all of a sudden something that's on my radar or that I buy.
Sure.
Every once in a while you'll get one that just takes maybe not like all of gaming by storm, but certainly a lot of streamers by storm. I talked about this briefly last week, but this Mecha Chameleon game is hilarious and absolutely indie. And the idea of like painting yourself and the environment in these very silly ways,
it's like prop
just
hunt,
cracks me up. It's so funny. It's very and the way people paint and like playing with your friends and then the laughs that you can all have as you realize where he's been. Look at this guy hiding right there right against the wall. Like that's hilarious. To me. Like I just think that's
when you can like paint yourself and texture yourself to look like the thing that you're resting on.
That'd be me, by the way.
And so just at a glance, like you might not catch it, but it's a very creative, fun game. Yeah, and people get really into like painting their character before the match starts. Where I'm just like, how did you do all that in 30 seconds? Like that's a crazy amount of detail going on here.
So to me, that's what I think. When I think of like indie games that are creative, it's stuff like that. I feel like every year there's at least one that's like, where did this game come from? Never even heard of this before. This is wild. So, yeah, I absolutely agree.
Well, and then there is that like ongoing thing where it's like all Sony games are just God of War 2018, and I'm like, yeah. I mean, you're not wrong. I mean, listen, I like that template.
I like that template too. Yeah,
you won't hear me complain, but they're right. They are all like over the shoulder, third person, narrative driven dad simulators these days. That's pretty much what games are. So
I mean, yeah,
and I like that. Again, it's no qualms. I'm just saying we're getting a lot of those. So I don't, not a lot of creativity going on in that space.
And that's my response, and I think your response to this was the same way. It was less a dig at AAA games and more just saying indie games have an appeal for a reason. They're usually more creative. They kind of, like Jeff said, they have to be usually.
That is the place you go to get your goof on, like to just get like a really like low stakes experience that's like something you've never experienced before.
I agree. All right, how about this one? In most Legend of Zelda games, Link is a bland character. In most Legend of Zelda games, Link is a bland character. In 3, 2, 1, go. I only disagree. All right.
Yeah.
Listen.
He never talks.
There we go. Oh,
he doesn't even talk.
I almost said agree. But I don't think in most he's bland. I think in some of them he is particularly more bland. But in some of them, whether it's like Link's Awakening or Link to the Past, or any of those ones that really center on his character or fighting a dark version of himself, even the two newer ones like Tears of the Kingdom, I feel like he is a little bit more engaging even without his dialogue. I think he's, but there are so many, there are a lot where he is literally just a stand-in for the character, for the human.
I think about for the character. Action, I go, well, what's his personality? And he does. What? I don't have an answer for
what
that.
Is it? Yeah.
What is it? What's his favorite? What's his favorite color? Maybe green, I guess. Yeah, maybe
probably
green.
I would assume. I don't know. What's his favorite?
He secretly hates green.
Does he have like a drink or a food that he likes? I don't know anything about that character. So that's.
Does he actually love Zelda? Is that a thing, or is
I don't know. It might be platonic. I really don't know.
Maybe
he's never kissed her. I don't really know. So.
It's true.
That's all offspring,
I don't
brother.
know.
That's
but I would never say that I don't want to play as anybody else though. So there is something I'm attached to about the character, absolutely. So regardless if he's a blank canvas or not,
All right, let's do a couple more. We got here we go. Mobile games are video games. Mobile games are video games. 3, 2, 1, go. I'm the
No.
only one again. I'd give
Yeah,
so many
you're
points if
only-
we were keeping
They're
points
not video
this time.
games.
All right, so I said agree. Jeff and Kyle said disagree. All right, since I'm in the minority, I gotta explain myself. I think they are, and there's really one main selfish reason why I say this. Because when I'm told as an adult man in my 40s that I can't believe you still play video games, I almost always go back to like, well, what do you do on your phone? Like, if you're not texting someone, you're probably playing a game, Candy Crush, whatever else. You're playing video games. You're just playing a much more shallow video game. It still has the same hooks. Still has that same dopamine hit when you win or level up or whatever, get points. So I do think they are. Are they good? No, but that's not in the statement. It's they are video games. So I think they are. Why would you guys say no? Is it you have like a threshold?
I
that
don't-
makes,
I don't even refer to them as video games. I refer to them as mobile games, and I think
Mobile
that
games.
comes
Yeah,
with. I
keep 'em separate.
I don't even. It doesn't. They don't even register to me as video games. They register
So if
to me as.
If a console game launches on mobile, you just say, well, they put a video game out on mobile. That's what that is. But that's not.
Yeah, they put a
mobile.
mobile version of it out. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would. Yeah.
Octopath
Yes, and
Traveler
I
Zero
am
started on
realizing as
that
we're
and
talking
then
this
goes
out,
into
there's
video
some
game.
mental gymnastics in my head that I'm going through.
I get it.
So
Yeah.
I do realize as we're talking it out, I'm like, yeah, I am kind of projecting a term on here where
I'm only saying it selfishly so I can defend myself.
Yeah, I
get
mean,
that
Yeah.
criticism.
if I found out my 80-year-old mother
great
played
reason
Candy
to.
Crush, on her mobile, would I suddenly call her a gamer? No. Like that's kind of
Alright,
how
that's fair too.
that's
That's fair too.
that's kind of how my my brain goes on that one. But I get
Yeah.
it. Yeah, I mean, it is a video. I mean, you are playing a game experience, a gamified, similar. But I also would argue, yes, it hits a lot of the same dopamine it does. But I would say for some mobile games, I know they're not all like this, kind of skew more towards like the gambling dopamine drops than they do like the actual video game dopamine
Very
drops.
true.
But that's not all
Yeah.
mobile games. Not all mobile games are.
Yeah, but
gambling,
the ones that are
so-
top sellers that you see up there that are like not top sellers, the free ones that are most popular, it's the microtransactions and like you're constantly like, well, I gotta get past this one level before I go to
Yeah.
bed,
Yeah.
so I'll spend $5-10 on whatever
Yeah.
to get me there. And I mean, that's kind
That
of
strive
more or
for
less
progress
a little bit like
is-
gambling,
Yeah, but that strive for progress is video gamey inherently. Like I do want to get past
You know-
this thing,
The statement is too
Um,
blankety, and I still would probably
Yeah.
slightly agree with it, but it is very like mobile games are video games. There's no like most or a lot of it's mobile games are video.
Everybody,
That's pretty
gatekeeping is bad,
extreme.
and Jeff and I are gatekeeping right now. Everyone,
That's pretty
don't
extreme.
do
Yeah,
that.
I wish it is.
I admit,
Yeah.
I admit, I'm gatekeeping the hell out of
yeah,
my answer.
gatekeeping
Like,
is
that's-
bad,
that's
and
what
Jeff
that
and I are
is.
kind of
Yeah.
gatekeeping right now. So
I
Yeah.
will say
So-
for the games that are just sold as like $7 or $10, like here's your game, and
Yeah.
sometimes you can even like get a little controller Bluetooth and actually play it on a
I
tiny
think
little
you can-
screen, like
Yeah.
Minecraft and stuff like that.
I
is
think you
all
can play
very
all
doable
of
on
Knights of the Old
phone.
Republic on a mobile phone.
Knights of the Old
I think.
Republic, yes. So
Yeah.
that stuff
You can
absolutely
play you
exists.
could play one of the
And-
greatest RPGs ever made on your phone. I mean, so that's a video game,
That's right.
Like
That's right. And there are actual like if you got something like Apple Arcade or something like that, you are playing for the most part just games that are on their service that are available for you to play. They're not in theory, I don't think they're supposed to be super microtransaction. They're supposed to be like here's your game on Apple Arcade.
Yeah.
So there are good ways to play video games on mobile. It is pretty general. It's a pretty general
Apple
statement.
Arcade also
Agree.
translates to like I have an Apple TV and I just use my
play it
phone as
there?
a controller. If I wanted to play on that, I don't.
Yeah.
But if I wanted to, I could. And Netflix is very
Okay,
similar.
bef-
Actually, they started not
Yeah.
through Apple TV since Apple has their own monopoly on the arcade. But if through my LG, is it an LG? Do we have an LG? Is that what that is called?
LG. Yeah.
Through their in-house apps or whatever, you go to Netflix and you can just use your phone as a controller to play like Oxenfree 2 or something like that, because I think they bought that developer. So that's interesting.
yeah.
Yeah.
Totally
Sure.
new thing.
I guess
I don't
my
know.
closing argument would
Who's
be,
playing?
and again, gatekeeping's bad, guys. What I'm about to say,
What are we
like,
doing?
don't take it too seriously. Gatekeeping is bad, but if someone came up to me with their phone and was like, "Hey, look at this new video game I'm playing," I'm probably knocking the phone out of your hands. You know what I mean? Like, don't come at me with that kind of language. You know, like it's very aggressive. You know?
Knock it off.
Yeah, that's not
Yeah,
gatekeeping.
knock
That's assault.
yeah, it is. Yeah, and it's destruction of property.
I love
so,
That's destruction of property. I think you're going to jail.
Oh, that's destruction of property,
all right.
dude.
That's destruction of property, dude. All right, put on your '90s hats for a second for this one. So think back to the years of the 1990s, that decade.
Surge and Dunkaroos.
Most-
Okay, I'm there.
There you go, Dunkaroos. Most
what-
90s
what's the
games
pocket-
that we
whatever.
remember fondly. So most 90s games that we remember fondly aren't that fun to play today. Most? 90s video games, yes, that we
Okay.
remember fondly aren't that fun to play today.
I don't know. I
3,
feel like I'm gonna be wrong
2,
on this one. Okay.
1, go.
Yeah,
I'm
Tim's in the
again.
minority. Yes.
Tim hates old video games. The guy who plays them
So-
the most hates old
I
video
said,
games.
I said agree, and Kyle and Jeff both said disagree. All right, so I'll just explain myself real quick and then get your guys' thoughts. I think that there is a selection of timeless games, and most of them are the ones I would consider my
Yeah.
favorites that
I feel that.
still play great. I have no notes, still amazing. Like, don't change it. Whether it's Street Fighter 2 or whether it's Chrono Trigger or Final Fantasy 7, the original. Like, there's a selection of the original Metal Gear Solid. There's a selection of
Yeah.
games that I'm like, yes, 100%. But I feel like there's so many that I have really fond memories of, and I've gone back to play through the Virtual Console, both on the Wii and on the Switch, that I'm like, this is not fun.
So you named a
thought it
bunch
was
of
fun.
games: Final Fantasy 7, Resident
Yeah.
Evil. Yada, yada. All those games are
Yeah.
awful to play today. That's just a fact. Yeah, you made
Final
a
Fantasy
lot-
7.
you made a lot of great points.
I've heard
you
that.
know.
I've heard that about Resident
Yeah.
Evil. Yeah.
Yeah,
Not
so
Resident
a lot of
Evil.
good
Did I say Resident
cameras.
Evil? I meant Metal
Oh,
Gear Solid.
I think I may
Not-
have added that, but Resident Evil does
Oh.
play tanky. I mean, I
I
may
would
have added
never
that,
play
but-
Resident Evil, the original one. But like Chrono
Yeah, see,
Trigger,
but-
I think Street
yeah.
Fighter 2 Turbo, it's great. A lot of those are great.
I
But
think
for
it's
example,
generational.
I went back and played the original Mario Kart on the Super Nintendo, like on Virtual
Yeah.
Console. It's not fun to play now. It's just not. And
Yeah.
it's not that game's fault. It's that the new ones are so
It's come
much
a long
better.
way.
It just
Yeah.
there's a lot about it that it was fun to kind of go down memory lane with it. And there's a lot of
Yeah.
side scroller games I used to love that I go back and play and I'm like, oh, okay, that's a memory that I have. It's not as
I don't
fun
know. I
as it
still
is
have a
today.
lot of fun, and sure, people will just be like, "You're just nostalgic, dude." But I still have a lot of fun with those beat 'em up side scrollers, Double Dragon and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Turtles
fair.
in Time,
Yeah. me too.
stuff like that. Like it's still because
might-
there's
it's
not
probably
much there
nostalgia.
that they don't already replicate in current games.
Well, but
too,
tell
that are trying to be
tell
retro.
me that like the
Yeah.
original Double Dragon game plays better than like River City Girls 2. It doesn't. Right? River City
Mhm.
Girls 2 obviously
No,
plays
it
better.
doesn't.
Like so I get that.
But that doesn't
you
mean it's
know?
not fun to play today.
Yeah, you're right. It doesn't mean
It'd
it's
still
not
be
fun.
to
Yeah,
play.
but it does seem generational
Yeah.
because again, like we named a lot of PlayStation 1 games that aren't fun to go back to and play. Whereas like I can think of a lot of Super Nintendo
N64
and
has a
Nintendo
lot.
games.
Super Nintendo
but
and
also-
N64 specifically
but,
is
like,
where my head went
you know,
to. Yeah.
Yeah, GoldenEye does not play well. Imagine
Not fun.
getting an N64 controller out and trying to
Yes.
play that or Duke Nukem like on the
Not-
N64.
Not fun
Especially
to
like
play
with-
Yeah.
today.
not fun to play today. Yeah, absolutely.
No,
Not
those
fun to play
shooters
today.
weren't great, but like when you think of like every sports game that came out, like NFL Blitz, NBA
Yeah.
Jam, obviously No Mercy is just one of the probably the best wrestling game. Period. There's another game I was trying to think of too. Crap, because I still put it in and it's still good, and I can't remember what it is now. Anyway, maybe just the Wave Race one, whatever that one's called.
Wave Race.
Wave race.
You know, whatever that one is, I don't
Where's
remember what it's
new
called.
Wave
but
Race
it's in
games?
it's in the emulator, and that one was a lot of fun. And the tricks were really easy to do, in my opinion. Tony Hawk, I had no struggle with on N64 either. I felt that translated pretty well. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's probably just
I'll even
when I say most, it's probably like 40% of me agrees, and then like the most is like
Yeah.
20% is nostalgia.
I even said I was like, I think what I'm about to pick is wrong because I think inherently
I
you
were
are.
to-
I think we have come a
if I were
long
to be
way.
able-
you know?
if I could take time and look at all the games I played in the 90s, and if someone somehow magically had a list of those, and I were to like just
Yeah.
check the ones that I remember fondly, whatever that means. It doesn't mean I think it was the best. I just remember playing it and loving it and having a blast for a reason. I feel like most of those I wouldn't necessarily enjoy playing today. That's all. That's how I thought about it. That doesn't mean that
Also-
my favorites, the tops, aren't good anymore. The tops are like
didn't-
ActRaiser.
I didn't
still
mean
think is
to-
great.
I don't think we potentially excluded these, but the PC games of those years were tops too. Like Doom, I still love and play, and it still plays
Command
the
and
exact
Conquer.
same when they
Still
put it
put-
out on N64.
Yeah, they still put it on everything.
yeah.
The original Doom.
Yeah, and then of course, Wolfenstein 3D, like just pretty much
Wolfenstein,
any id
Command and
Software game.
Conquer.
Yeah, Command and Conquer, OG Command and Conquer was great.
Yeah.
OG Warcraft was great because it was very Command and Conquer-y. God, there were so many others that I played, and I'm forgetting. But those PC games too, I played a lot more, I think, than Super Nintendo at the time, and then N64 came out and changed my life, kind of.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of games,
Half-Life,
especially the side-scrolling genre, that I had fond memories playing. Everything from like Earthworm Jim and honestly even some of the side-scrolling Star Wars games that I have such good memories playing. I remember playing a couple of them on Virtual Console and being like, all right, I still love the look and feel, and it brings me right back to that little, elementary school kid playing this. It's not the most fun side scroller to play.
Yeah, well, and a lot of early
games,
because again, in my head, like I'm like, oh, well, the earlier games just held up better in our head and stuff like that. But also, like games were developed to be like coin suckers back in the day, so they were just obtusely hard for no reason, to expand how long people were at the cabinet and everything like that. So again, even my memory is a little skewed of like, nah, we had good times, guys. Come on, like what are you talking about? We all like games, but. Yeah, no, I think maybe they were created in such a way back in the day that like we just in a mean-spirited, we got to break the player type of way, and like we don't really do that anymore.
It doesn't change the fact that I remember them fondly. That's one thing that I think when I've had these conversations before, people are like, oh, okay, so you hate those now? I know you guys aren't saying that.
No,
but, no, of course I don't. I still remember them fondly. I just don't want to fire them up now. Like I'm not going to spend my gaming time playing them now because they're not as fun.
I don't play a lot of old time going back to old 90s games. I honestly don't. So, I don't even believe I don't even believe my
handful of them. There's a handful that I absolutely would. Like I'll still replay Chrono Trigger without a second thought. Like absolutely.
I'm still waiting for them to release that like on Switch or something. Like just give me the mobile version or whatever, the newest version of Chrono Trigger. Just put it on the Switch.
Was immaculate.
Take that version and put it on the Switch. I know you have the code. So I know you have it.
You have it. It's sitting right there.
It doesn't make any sense. It's like no, it's one of the most beloved games of all time. And Square's like,
I'm not gonna do it. All right. What about let's wrap up.
That was a fun topic, by the way. Good for that one.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, let's wrap up with this one. PlayStation 2 is Sony's best home console.
PlayStation 2 objectively
PlayStation 2 was Sony's best home console. 3, 2, 1.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Oh, Kyle's the odd man out. He agrees.
Yeah.
I'm close to an agree on this, Kyle. I'm curious to hear your thoughts on why you said agree.
I think objectively it has sold the most, or maybe it got overtaken recently by like Switch 2 or something like that, but
it's
like
the
or Switch 1 or
Sony
something.
One though, right?
Yeah. It also was at it had the pinnacle DVD player at the time. So if you wanted to buy a DVD
that
player,
was a big deal for us.
That was a huge deal to get DVD players in households.
So you could like watch DVDs.
Yeah. But like buying a DVD player costs like 3 times as much as like a PlayStation, and PlayStation had one of the best DVD reader. So it's just like I think it was super important to get that, and now they don't even care about that. It feels like I mean, as you can see, they're taking away discs and everything. I think they took the most chances on games back in the day. We just had a bigger selection of games and types of games. Games came out quicker back then, so we had way more. The library of the PS2 is insane. When you look at those numbers.
Yeah.
And some of the biggest classics that have ever come out, and a lot of franchises were made in that generation. So, I mean, that's probably my stance on that.
Damn it. I might have to change my answer then.
You can't. You're locked in.
I'm locked in.
Jeff,
okay.
What came to mind? What kept you from hitting agree right away, though? Well, was there another one that
PS2? I do have great nostalgic memories of, but like when I got the PS4, I was like, "Oh, this is it. This is perfect. Like this is exactly what I was waiting for."
That's
in a video
exactly
game
where my mind went. I was like, I think PS4 might have the slight edge for me, but maybe I don't know.
Yeah, PS4 is great
about it.
Yeah, it's just I don't know the quality of games. Like, yes, the quantity was not as robust at all, but the quality was outstanding, and of course, it's already a Blu-ray player, which is great. I know the PS3 was too, right? Wasn't it?
Yeah.
PS3 was a Blu-ray player. Yeah.
PS3 is the what one because it was the PS3 versus Xbox 360 HD DVD versus Blu-ray era.
HD DVD.
Stupid.
Remember that, guys?
I like how we keep bringing that
it's
up.
not too late to reboot that.
Like,
we can
what the hell?
We can reboot HD. It's not too late, guys. We're getting rid of
It's
Blu-rays.
not too late.
We can get HD DVDs back.
They're gonna start doing
Come
8K
back to- no
DVDs.
one-
Brush
and we're
off
gonna be
the
like,
coding, guys.
I don't even have a TV for that. How am I gonna watch 8K? What am I doing?
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I was on the
PS4 is where
verge
my
of
head
saying
went. Yeah.
hmm Yeah, mine too. I feel like I did more gaming on the PS4 overall.
Same.
But it's also more recent, so it's hard when you're doing a quick gut reaction
That's true.
response.
Yeah.
That it's hard to not let recency bias come into play a little bit. Man, I love my PS2. I spent a lot of time on that console. It made a lot of moves with me to different, apartments and houses that we lived in. Like,
Yeah.
it was a
It just
trooper.
also it's a Pioneer system, like the network adapter, which was kind of clunky. You had to screw it on the back and stuff like that. Just like the amount of modulations that happened that generation.
Yeah, we just didn't use internet on it.
It's just it was just
at
very.
my
I
house.
just by the time PS4 came out, like we've been cooking on playing online
Yeah.
games. Like we watched online gaming get birth during that Xbox and PS2 era. The PS2 was just
disgusting. We watched.
Yeah,
it.
they
We watched it
copied
happen.
they were able to copy the PC over, basically the PC, what you're able to do on PC over basically to the consoles.
Yeah. So
It's like,
it
finally.
I just remember as a part of the industry, it's like importance of like that like transformative moment in gaming, in terms of like jumping to like 3D graphics and the network
Right.
and stuff like that. Like it just PS4, it's just it's iterative. You know what I mean? It's just
jump
like
from PS1
all
to
systems are
PS2.
iterative.
think
Yeah,
that
PS1 to
jump,
PS2
though,
jump is
PS1
crazy. I know the PS2 to PS3 jump is also crazy, in terms of going to the HD era and everything like that. But just
Yeah,
like
we're at less of a jump.
all
point
we're
now,
doing,
for sure.
it seems like after the PS2, all we're doing is just iterating how to make what we have better.
Sharper.
Whereas like maybe the PS2
smoother.
and Xbox era was maybe the last time we were actually like inventing new things into our gaming space.
I think-
it is.
I think the thing people love to say when they bring up like the jump, the quality jump, and we laugh at now is the N64 as well. When we like went from Super Nintendo to N64, and we were like, "Can you believe how realistic the Rock's blocky head is in No Mercy?"
Yeah, right.
It's so
right.
funny, dude.
It's just polygons on
like him.
polygons, like it's just
It
it's
looks
so
just like
jaggedy
him.
and so awful. Yeah. And like looking back, it's like I can't even play games from that era 'cause it just looks so bad. Like,
I still get such a kick out of No Mercy. It's still a blast. I just wish they would port it over. I feel like you can easily copy. I know it's like a THQ thing, so it's not gonna happen because it's WWE does their stuff through who is it? EA, whatever. They do the same thing that sports, NBA Sports 2K, whatever. Yeah, 2K games. So it's not possible, but like you could easily just put that in an emulator somehow, and those controls could feel better. Kind of like Rare did that with GoldenEye when they released it on Xbox. It plays amazing. It plays so smooth when they re-released it. They didn't even touch the graphics really, other than make it 1080p. Anyway, I'm on a tangent. The point is the graphics, the graphical jump from PS2. You're not wrong at all, but I just had to call out. It's just funny our reaction to N64 graphics and how we were like, dude, what? Come look at
Dude,
this.
this looks amazing.
yeah.
Looks like Pierce Brosnan.
It's just so great. Yeah, which it never did. Like you just
It
man,
never
our
did.
brains were working overdrive, filling in those gaps for sure. Like
Yeah. Minecraft has more realistic graphics than
Yeah.
GoldenEye did when it comes to
I'm telling you, the N64 up to early PS2 days was some of the worst looking games ever. And like that again, we have nostalgia for them, but like again, go back and look at Final Fantasy VII. Just look at it while it's playing.
Yeah,
It's-
I know. I agree.
Ridiculous. Like Cloud's got circle hands that are at the ends of triangle arms. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like it's just
and he's holding an impossible
And we
sword
traded-
with that
we
clock.
traded in like beautiful pixel graphics that like we really revolutionized by the time Super Nintendo was like wrapping up, and we're like we traded that art in for like that garbage like 3D look that we held onto for so long. But good times.
True. You're right. The 64 to GameCube jump, PS1 to PS2 jump might have been the most, in my memory at least, most significant like mind.
Yeah. But even just hard, like
You
again, adding hardware, like again, just introducing the internet was like a big deal, like to gaming,
big
and it's
deal.
changed gaming forever. Like
Yeah.
I just,
Yeah.
what
Yeah,
what
I
has
mean, you
been
called it
invented since then that's on
Yeah.
that level of an invention. Like we
Yeah,
try to do
and you've called it
waggling and motion controls.
the
Wow.
pioneer era, and we are in that for AI. So really, the next step is integration. Unfortunately, between how
Oh,
to
yeah,
use AI
sure.
with the next console, basically. How do
Yeah.
we make
Yeah.
everything
AI
run
beat this level for
as
me.
amazing
That's
as
gonna
possible?
That's gonna be the next.
Yeah,
That's gonna be the next.
not just in game
revolution.
development,
Right.
but like console.
You're
Right
gonna
side
see
of,
me.
like,
I'm gonna go,
chips.
hey Tim,
Yeah.
I finally beat Elden Ring, and you're like, did you beat it for real or did you like use AI? And I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm not
Did
telling.
AI beat it?
Yeah, I'm not telling.
I'm
you.
not telling.
Kyle GPT do it.
Yeah,
You're gonna get the next gen the new school version of a paperclip going. I see you're struggling to beat this level. Do you want some?
Yeah,
help?
exactly. Yeah. Do you want me to
And if you
take the
hit yes,
wheel?
it's just gonna
Yeah,
do it
let me
for
take
you.
the wheel.
Oh man, it looks like you're trying to write a resume. Like, shut up.
Yeah.
Leave me alone, Clippy.
All right,
Clippy,
outta
take
here.
the wheel.
I do
That's my
think
next tattoo.
that I do think that the kind of revolution, and it was a really bad one most recently, was probably more in that we just talked about mobile gaming, free to play, microtransaction space.
Yeah.
So like after we got out of the, I
Revolutions for
think to me
corporations, not for
outside of
users.
online gaming, like the
Correct.
360 and PS3 was all about fine tuning online gaming and your hubs
Yeah.
and playing online and chat and all that kind of stuff really hit hard. The 360 for me was my online system. That's where I played online all
Yeah.
the time. It was so
Same
fun.
here.
All the
Yeah,
Call of Duties,
someone
all
brought
the
up
sports.
really recently. It was like at that time when Xbox 360 came out, and we were all like chatting in like chat.
Yeah.
Like that didn't really exist anywhere else. Like
Right.
that's where you did that. You
That's
got
where I did
on to a system and chatted with people in real time with your buddies, stuff like that, while playing a game, and like that didn't really exist anywhere else. Like outside of gaming. I mean, yeah, Steam had its own version, PlayStation had its own version. I just mean through video games, chatting with people. Like that came before Skype, that came before online calling.
Yeah.
Maybe you could do voice activated chat rooms in AIM. I don't really remember that far back. I just remember
AIM.
typing and stuff like
I
that.
forgot about that.
I
but,
don't.
like,
I think we jumped off before they would have ever tried
I
that.
think like
yeah.
I think video games kind of pioneered that, like where you get into
Yeah.
a group and like chat with people, and like that's like 90% of how I like my social life
Right.
now. So
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
that's
Well, it's
so,
even
like,
more
that is
impressive with the
revolutionary.
360 era too. Like this started in PS2 era was the rhythm games, and then the way they carried it over to 360 and the Rock Band was able to like implement and Guitar Hero, like you guys can play online with each other, even though it's a rhythm game, so it's going to be very like latent heavy.
Yeah.
It still worked. Like it was still functional, and we weren't getting screwed with our scores just because we're playing online or whatever. And that in itself is baffling to me. Like I'm over here playing drums, my brother's playing guitar, and he's in Maryland, and we're still getting 100% or whatever. Like crazy,
It's just about,
crazy how
it's
that
about
works.
having good net
Yeah.
code, right? Like that's all it's about.
Yeah,
That's it.
exactly.
Good net code.
Yeah. Well, it's fun to walk down memory lane. I don't think we had too many strong disagree and strong agree. I think it's more like around the
Maybe
fence
next time.
one way or the other for a lot of these.
Yeah.
But I've got some good ones for the future, so we'll dig into that again.
Yeah, it
later.
was really fun.
I
I
will
like
ask-
that a lot.
I will ask
I
one
love
more
it.
question though, because it's the game that I'm currently playing right now. I'm playing through Control. I finished the main storyline and the AWE, which is the Alan Wake DLC, which was incredible, really fun. Pretty annoying last boss fight, but if you get the right upgrades, it's not too bad. But surprisingly, like, why is this annoying? Like, I just want to get to the end. Like, why is it making this really difficult? It's very
Why'd you do this?
yeah, why did you do this? Because it was so cool building up to it, and then you actually face off with the boss, who you've seen throughout that entire DLC. At first, it was fine, but anyway, they hit a mode where it's like he can heal really quickly, and I don't know. It's very specific how you have to beat him. I don't know. I thought
Feels
it was
very old school video game bossy, like cheap for no
it's
reason.
very video game boss. Yeah. But I'm starting the Foundation DLC, which I'm very excited about, which does take place after the main game.
Wild how much story is in these, right? Like I kind of
So
just
much
thought
story.
I honestly thought they were like arcade modes where it's just like, yeah, we created some rooms for you to kill some bad guys in. Like that's kind of what I thought it was, and I'm like, they do, but I kind of thought that was just what the DLC was, and then someone was like,
Me too.
no, dude, there's important story. In fact, I don't even know why you played Alan Wake 2 before you played this stuff. I'm
Exactly.
like,
I felt dumb.
Don't
I was
come
like,
at
there was
me.
some stuff building up to Alan Wake 2.
Yeah, there was.
Here.
Yeah, I
So
was like,
much.
stop coming at me. Yeah, I'm a real fan. Stop it.
Yeah, really, really good. But hey, I'll make a statement. Control is an absolutely phenomenal video game, even 7 years later. 3, 2,
Oh
1.
yeah. Agreed.
Kyle doesn't
Sorry,
agree.
yeah. No, I agree.
Kyle
Stop
doesn't
it.
Kyle
No.
hates it. Kyle hates it.
He also said he
Yeah.
hates Max Payne, and
That's exactly what he says. Yeah.
everything Remedy's ever done is garbage.
I am actually you guys talking about it and talking about how you, because Kyle, you were playing it recently too, right? Control.
I beat it recently, yeah, and I'm playing through the DLC for the first time. Yeah.
So I'll be doing that too, probably at the beginning or the end of this
Jeff,
month.
may I tell you?
And then it's gonna be
turn on
fresh.
You can turn on invincibility mode. You can turn on infinite ammo.
Oh, I know.
You can turn on all sorts of stuff that makes that game a breeze.
They added that to the definitive or whatever it's called. The one with all the
ultimate.
Yeah.
Ultimate edition.
And boy, that game is going to look good on your TV. PS Pro 5 Enhance, all the particles.
Yeah, it is.
It is. Yeah. I mean, that game was. Would you say 7 years old? That doesn't look a day over.
Yeah, that's the last time I played it. Yeah,
it's incredible.
That's the last time I played it. Yeah. I'm excited to
really, really good.
finally dive into that, and I feel like I will have enough time because I'm looking at the August
short.
releases, and
it's
I'm like,
hours,
I'll get these, I'll get these games, but they're not going to be like I need to play these all the time. So I feel like I can split my time with Control pretty.
I'm really glad you have such an optimistic look of your time coming up.
I think so. Up until the end of August,
do not let me dissuade you. I'm glad you feel that way. I wish I felt that way. I look at everything. I'm like, these are all forever games. These all want to be my own. Everything I'm looking at, it's just like Fire Emblem. It wants to be your only game. Like Control probably wants to be your only game.
September is
Star Wars
going to be rough.
Zero
so
probably wants to be your only game.
I should probably just start it now. Because I think when the Mafia DLC is not going to be much, but Resonance is probably the first game. That's the end of the month, end of August. That's the game that I'm going to want to focus on.
I think Resonant
actually.
I think it's September.
Isn't it the 24th? I think it's September 24th.
Resonance. Sorry, the Plague Tale Legacy.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, no.
It's so confusing, right?
Yeah.
So I really do.
That went right over my head.
So I really got to beat
both of those
that.
games coming out that close to each other with the same
a month apart. Yeah,
that's crazy. All right.
Yeah, I'm glad I played it though because I legitimately had flown through the main story of that. I did some side stuff. I kind of got the gist of what they were doing with the story, and I liked the way it ended. Everything with the fake out ending as well as the real, all that stuff was really.
I forgot about the fake out ending. Yeah, it's so good.
Yeah, it's really great. It's really good. But then most of that had escaped my brain. It's been a lot of years. A lot of other stories have come and gone through my brain since then. So replaying it, I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot about that entire chunk of the story that's really important. I forgot about why her brother's important and what their relationship is and where things are at the end of Control, and all that stuff's important leading into the new game. So I'm glad I did it, and I think I have spent about 20 hours in it because I've done so much of the side stuff, so many of the additional unnecessary missions, tracking down stuff for Langston, all the extra stuff you don't have to do.
Yeah, I did all that this time. Yeah. I didn't, I did the first time around, like you said.
I had skipped all the mold stuff before. I don't know if that was new.
Oh, that's like a whole storyline, yeah. But you have to go down to that. That's a whole, that's a whole effing area down there. Yeah, that's crazy.
You can skip, you can accidentally skip stuff,
Yeah, big, huge story chunks that are just side content.
There's
it's
a
considered
whole
a
area
side quest.
Down underneath, the research, that big open area, and then there's this mold that's growing, and you can drop down. And you probably have done this. I never went down there and met the doctor down there and did all that stuff. You don't have to do any of that. You can just go through the main.
And it explains why there's mold throughout the rest of the complex, and you could miss missions and miss entire skills. So everything's very
I'm gonna follow for you guys. I can't.
No. Everything's gonna be on your map. Everything's gonna everything. You're gonna get every quest. You can't miss a quest. I don't think. You're gonna get every quest. It's just whether or not you want to do them or not.
It did. There was. I remember. The quest does pop up when you read something or someone talks to you. You can go down and talk to Dr. Underhill. I just never did that. I just completed the main story.
Same. Yeah. I remember beating that game the first time and having a list of side quests. I was just I just want to see what the ending is. The second playthrough really was very rewarding to complete all that stuff.
Really good game, way too good. And I'm looking at the stats now on Steam. At least only 17% of players have beat the boss in the AWE DLC. So
most people bounce after they beat vanilla games. I don't think people return for DLCs in a lot of cases.
Yeah, the AWE one you can access towards the end game. Once you've gotten to the second to last mission, then you can go do the Alan Wake stuff. Foundation stuff doesn't trigger until after you've rolled credits on the main story, and then when you load back in, that's when the Foundation mission triggers. So that's what I'm doing right now, and it's so far so good. All right.
Heck yeah.
Well, that does it for us for this week, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you too for being here. I hope you guys have a great week. And hey, next week we've got some more exciting games coming out for real this time. We do have some August releases that are going to start to land. So I'm very excited. Starting with Beast of, what's that one called?
Reincarnation.
Beast of Pokemon Nation.
Beast of Pokemon Nation. That's the name. Don't fact check it. But that comes out this week. So I'm excited
And
about
Big
that as
Walk,
well.
you guys. Big Walk.
Big
You
Walk.
better.
All right,
get
we're
Big Walk.
leaving. All right, we're gonna wrap it up.
Oh,
Here we go. All right, here we go.
See you guys next week. Bye.